It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
And welcome to Nerd Breaking News. We are here for our mid-season show of NBA. So to the very top corner on the left, we have our guest today. It is Kevin. So Kevin, welcome to the team. And of course, we have the professor and the kid. So let's go ahead and start it off. Mid-season recap show. And the first question we're going to go ahead and throw out there, it's going to be for you, Kev, is who is the most surprising and most disappointing team this year?
Most surprising between the Timberwolves and the Pacers for me, for sure. I love the Pacers though. Halliburton.
All right.
And disappointing. I mean, do you want to go disappointing already or not?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for
go
it.
for it.
Disappointing. Anybody on the Western Conference, man? Lakers. Lakers. GSW. Where do you want me to go? Yo, Suns.
Oh my God.
Yeah, those are been bad for the West. Oh my God, I don't even want to get into it. I swear. Like, I love my Lakers, I really do, but oh my God, I just can't with them. Like, it's nice that they won the NBA Cup or whatever you want to call it, but that's about it that we've done. But I do agree with you as well. Timberwolves have been so impressive. Like, they're just incredible, honestly.
I'm gonna go a little bit different than the Wolves, even though the Wolves are the generic pick. And don't get me wrong, guys, that's a great pick. Nobody thought, considering the last couple of years, that they were gonna make that extra step, and that's a testament to Ant-Man, who's probably a top 3 player in basketball. If we're not, if you don't count the LeBron fans out there who will keep voting for LeBron. For best surprising team, I'm gonna go a little shot. I'm gonna give them praise and give them shot at the same time. The LA Clippers. Every single year, what happened, Jay? I beat you to it. Every single year, we always say the same thing. Oh, there goes Kawhi's knee. He left it on the court. PG has to go to the dentist because he got dunked on. Something always happens with the damn Clippers. And now you added James Harden, who the only reason why the only running that James Harden does is to the strip club. Now, Russell Westbrook, who's every game I feel like he loses a little bit more athletic ability, and he knows that, by the way. He's like, oh, I'm getting paid. The Clippers are eventually, and I don't care, you always clowned my Knicks. The Clippers are coming. You know it's coming. In the first round, the second round, some knees going to get, there's some ACL going to get torn. Somebody's going to get destroyed in the court. The Clippers are going to do something to ruin it. Some load management, and it's unfortunate because it's unfortunate because I actually think they're better than the Lakers. I think they're a great. Who isn't better than the Lakers? But my thing is that I actually think that they could potentially. I said this in the bubble when they lost to Luka in the bubble when they were up 3-1. They would have destroyed the Lakers in the bubble. And if COVID never happened, if it was like regular NBA audience and all that stuff, they would have destroyed the Lakers. Let me remind you, the Lakers got lucky in that 2020 season because it was a 6-month hiatus. But the Clippers, going back to the question, the Clippers are the most surprising team because I'm waiting for it. It's eventually going to happen. Something will happen to go wrong. I don't want it to happen. I like the Clippers. I hope nobody gets injured. But I think something's going to happen. In terms of disappointing team, okay, I think you got it, man. I think it's the Suns. But I'm going to give you a 1B. And it's the Warriors. Warriors and Suns for me. The Lakers shouldn't be disappointing because outside of Laker fans, I don't think anybody consciously thought that the squad that they were going to come through in August when they signed all these people. I don't think anybody said, "Oh, this is a contender." Especially you knew that OKC was coming up. OKC was coming up the last year and a half. It's just the fact that basketball fans are not. They shouldn't be this surprised that okay. That's why we didn't mention OKC, but the Suns because Bradley Beal, man, dude, they pay you to play basketball. Get on the damn court. You guys haven't played, the three of you guys, more than five games the whole season. And then GSW is the culture that we're disappointed at. That punch with
Yeah.
Jordan Poole ruined the damn franchise because they won 2 years ago. We're making it seem like the Warriors' last one was with KD. Nah, they won 2 years ago. And Stephen Curry did an amazing final performance against Boston. So those are my 1A, 1B. And I'll leave before I go to Professor. Kevin Durant. You just can't win without GSW.
So my honest opinion is a blend of both of yours, but I'm going to focus on two big issues. So biggest surprise, I would say, is the Clippers. Because funny enough, the Clippers ended up doing what the Suns thought they were going to do. The Clippers are the Suns and the Suns are the Clippers. The Clippers have 4 players that really shouldn't work well together at all, and somehow it's clicking. And when you're looking at the 4 of them, 3 of them were in the pre-wash cycle. So when you're looking at it, Westbrook was almost out the league. Harden was almost out the league. Kawhi was barely even in the league. We haven't seen him play in years. And somehow these 4 guys get together. They've been making it work. And this time in particular, I think they're going to make it far because I don't predict any injuries for them. Because for all that we can say about James Harden, all that strip club fat has made him quite durable. So the man doesn't really get that hurt. Westbrook, too, when you're looking at it with advanced restrictions, he doesn't really get hurt either. Like, I think he was actually the most reliable Laker when he played, right? Yeah. Like, I think he, I think he was good the whole time. Now on to the Suns. There is no excuse for just how terrible the Phoenix Suns actually are. Science can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, y'all some of the greatest players of all time. Y'all can't figure it out. Nobody wants to play point guard, and the answer is obviously no. And when you're looking at poor Kevin Durant, for the first time in Kevin Durant's career, he's playing point forward out there. You see that man driving to the basket and passing. The second I saw him driving past, I was like, oh, Lord, that man's trying to be LeBron out here. He knows he doesn't have a team. Kevin Durant needs to do what LeBron's been doing his entire career, call up the GM and just get his teammates fired because it's bad. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't work.
Well, it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work. But there's no excuse.
And I think the Suns' closest championship outside of Barkley was against Giannis a couple years ago. And then let me remind you guys, they were up 2-0 against the Greek Freak. They lost 4 in a row.
Correct.
So that was it.
Correct.
Just like baseball, hockey, and football, the other major sports, your window is only open for so long. You should have taken advantage of it. And Booker looks worse as the years progress because Booker, hot take, he's regressing with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal.
Because they play the same. The 3 of them play the exact same way. Give me the ball, I'll shoot it. Don't ask me to rebound it because I don't do that. Don't ask me to pass it because I don't do that. Don't ask me to set screens because I don't do that. All I do is shoot. That's it.
By the way, Booker got, in my opinion, Booker went downhill once the whole Luka thing happened. When they were clowning on Luka walking out the court up 2-0, and then they lost 4 straight. And then the last game they lost by 50 points, and they made fun of it because CP3 hit a shot. And then there was a tweet that came out and says, "Oh, he got it down to 48."
Because Luka stole his heart. Luka stole his heart right now. It's gone.
It used to be a Kardashian, but whatever.
Oop. Now what the Suns do? The Suns are stuck because you got Bradley Beal and no trade clause. You can't even get rid of him.
Oh man, I did not know that.
And their bench looks Go
ahead, finish your thought.
Oh yeah, I just say their bench looks like a YMCA squad, but go ahead.
Well, the NBA Cup was introduced as an opportunity to pretty much enhance the experience and kind of like revamp the new the season basically, and we got to see that in action this season. So let's go ahead and talk about your thoughts of the in-season tournament that we had.
I thought it was more entertaining I thought it was a lot more entertaining than I expected it to be. I'll say that much. Definitely thought the Pacers should have won. Love their team, man. And a lot of them are not getting paid what they should be getting paid.
Yep.
So that would have been an amazing story, but Braun had to ruin it.
I don't know about ruining it. I think it's great to have such an amazing franchise. win the first NBA Cup. You know.
You can't even say that without laughing, bro.
The smell of bias. Smell of bias.
Well, all right.
Amazing
Yes, very
franchise
biased.
that loses 15 games after.
Hey, we got the NBA Cup, and that's what mattered. No, but let's. It was very entertaining. I really love how they went all out, and they had these beautiful courts out there. Well, most of them were, and they really did a great job with this to really sell it to the fans to be able to say, hey, you know what, come on, and just like it. Like I enjoyed it. I had a good time watching the in-season tournament.
Yeah, they gave excitement to the middle of the season for sure.
But I felt like one, it was a money grab. All right, the objective was a money grab aspect. It was pretty obvious, and I feel like another thing is this is why, and I always say this with the Eagle. I always have this discussion with the Eagle. This is why the NFL is objectively the king in terms of rating and money in this country, because they don't need stunts like that. They don't need the idea of the NFL. What they sell, what the product sells to the audience is, we got parity. Come watch the Dolphins. They're going to potentially beat teams. And look at the Browns this year. They sell it, and people love it. NBA does not sell parity. Historically, they've never done that. Historically, the players have been, the whole player movement. And then, but I remind people who don't know the history of the NBA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, before he became Abdul-Jabbar, and he requested a trade when he was a Buck after they won the championship. Yeah. And he literally said it. I want to go in the 70s to go play for the Lakers. Like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, the NBA was in Tepele in the 80s. They brought the NBA back. It's one of these things where, like, I love the NBA, but I feel like tying to what I was, to the point where the in-season tournament, I felt when the Lakers won, I rolled my eyes because I was just like, of course the Lakers won. Because, of course, this is so predictable. And I'm not trying to take a shot at your team yet, but it was just so predictable that the NBA needs this and that's why I'm like, the NFL doesn't do that. The NFL, potentially, Pat Mahomes could lose on Saturday, right? We all agree it's 50-50 with that damn weather coming up. He could lose on Sunday. But let's say he does, Kay, right? And I like Pat Mahomes. I'm rooting for Pat Mahomes. But let's say he loses. How better does that make the viewership, knowing the king in the NFL is gone? Right? And it alludes to the idea. For example, look at college football. And we'll talk about the next video. Right? Now we feel like, oh my God, we have a shot now. Why? Because Saban's gone. NBA, unfortunately, the longer LeBron plays, it just makes it a little bit worse. Because the idea is he's still here. We talked about this off the record. Before recording. The fact that he's still dunking on dudes at 39 years old is a testament to LeBron. We got to give him credit for his actual peak and physical condition. But it's also, if I'm a 22-year-old defender, how am I not hitting the gym every week? How am I not getting better? How am I seeing a 39-year-old guy do that in a court? So it's one of correct. But it's one of these things where, like, of course they won. Roll your eyes. And then the Laker fans, I'm not saying you, but the Laker fans counted as the fifth ring. Dude, answer this question before the professor goes. How sad was it, you as a Laker fan, that they raised the banner of that damn championship? That's sad, bro.
I don't care about the banner, but I would never claim a NBA Finals. Because I'm pretty sure whoever would have won it was going to put a banner. If the Heat won it, they would have put the banner. If Boston would have won it, they'll put a banner.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I don't know that. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to put it, bro. It's the first one. Of course they're going to put it up.
Well, to put it in perspective, in the NBA, you have whole teams that have never retired a jersey. So that shows you how they view putting things up on banners. So there are a lot of teams that are like, I'd rather leave this thing empty than put up something I don't really care about. What happens to the Lakers is the Lakers have so many banners, they went, what's another one? That's what I think happened. That's what I think happened there. And honestly, looking at it from their perspective, I get it. But from my perspective, I'm like, cheap. Because at the end of the day, when you're looking at the Lakers, we have to be honest about how they made it that far. And that's because what the NBA does is certain players just get more free throws than other players. And certain teams just get more free throws than other teams. And it's been that way for a long time.
I have one question. I
Say
have
it
one
again?
question. How the hell did this went from the in-tournament talk to about my Lakers?
Because they won. Because they won. They won.
I'm gonna take it
Lakers
all the way
slander.
back. Yeah. So at the end of the day, when you're
Okay,
looking
so
at
we
the
won.
season
That's
tournament,
all I wanted to know.
a lot of the scoring as to who gets where is about the point differential in how you beat the teams you play. So when you're looking at it, if you have a team that has a free throw advantage over other teams, they're going to have a higher likelihood of making it to the end of that tournament than the other teams. Therefore, it was very easy to predict that the Lakers were going to win this championship. And the second you saw the finals where the Pacers versus the Lakers, to be honest, I didn't even watch it because I don't need to see Tyrese Halliburton get beat up like that. Nah, leave your man alone. That's not even right, man.
And what
It's
kills
like Tyrese Halliburton against the entire NBA. That wasn't right.
me is we're all rooting for the damn Pacers. All
We
of
sure
us.
were.
Yeah,
All of
man.
us.
But we
That-
all knew. We knew.
correct. The NBA was not going to allow the Queen to get his, not to get his ring.
Not to mention end of career, like close
Correct.
to the end of career.
Correct.
The
To
first
continue
one,
this myth that LeBron is the GOAT, which is not true.
Correct.
But I also think the NBA did something extremely hard, which is like trying to revamp trying to revamp the actual season. It's like MLB could never do this.
That's facts.
They did it. Adam Silver did it very well. It was very
That's
well
facts.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think before I think what I would do, I would just edit it a little bit. I would make
Yeah,
more
yeah.
instead of bread. I would incentivize more things for the tournament. For example, I actually liked this when I read this on Twitter somewhere in the lines where if you win the cup, let's say next year for argument's sake, not this year because it's over. For example, the Lakers would have won, right? Oh, which you did. My bad. If the Lakers won, when the Lakers won, I would have said if I was the commissioner, hey, you automatically get a playoff spot.
I changed
That's
my
your-
mind. I don't like it.
That can't. Yeah. Like,
Now I mean they'd have one right now, and they certainly don't deserve one. They look
Instead
like
of money,
trash right now.
the
the money
First-
works.
First round
there
exit.
was something like that. I'm trying to see if I could find it.
yeah, dude. Listen, we all know why LeBron try to out of nowhere he's playing defense now, and Anthony Davis went back to 2020. Anthony Davis
Ooh.
and Austin Reeves is finally popping shots. And D'Angelo's not benched. Like at that time when they were actually balling, we all know why. Because
Mhm.
come NBA playoffs, they're not 80% of that squad's not going to be there.
Nope.
Come NBA, LeBron has and Ledger. All right, who's shooting who? Well, how many free throws do you guys miss? All right, great.
Yep. When he's not looking at the team, he's like, all right, how they doing? I will scratch this little change machine right now. Right now.
And he's lucky. The former Heat guy, who got injured,
Gabe Vincent?
Gabe is lucky he's injured because you could be like LeBron. Shit, I
Hey,
could have been
bro.
there. I could have been there.
What happened is because he just had surgery,
Yeah,
they
so
can't trade
here's
him.
yeah. So here's the
Go
thing
ahead.
that you were talking about, Sergio, is that you will allow the winner to automatically enter as a playoff team.
I think that that's a lot more. These people are millionaires, man. They're good.
Not all of them.
Exactly. Not those rookies, bro.
Pacers.
Okay, K. Then what's the league minimum, bro? More than the average Joe?
Yeah,
That's
but
true. But they still play hard.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sure.
Mhm.
I'm sure running that bench takes so much talent. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, bro. Gabe Vincent living the dream
All
right
right,
now, man.
so
He came
what's
raw
going
and
to
came
be?
paid.
So what are your expectations for the second half now, Kev?
He gonna turn it on. He gonna turn it on, bro.
Oh, here we go. Right on schedule.
What? It's true.
Well,
You
I
know-
like his
you know what
answer because-
happens.
So you got the Heat beating the Celtics again
Yeah. I'll
With-
be honest with you. I don't
with-
think.
with Porzingis.
Yeah.
Who else they got? They Drew Holiday.
Okay. I'm
This-
telling you.
The Celtics are the best team in the Eastern Conference, man.
Yeah, they're in a 5-game series. I don't think they can handle it. Once Jimmy and everything gets back to normal, everybody's healthy. Bam is playing crazy, man.
Okay, so you got the Heat. Hold on. So your expectations? You got the Heat going to the Eastern Conference Finals?
I believe so.
Against who?
I don't
You
even
gotta
think.
you
I
gotta
don't
take
think
a
the
shot.
Bucks. I don't think the Bucks. I don't know. What's another good team that's
Jason
I-
Tatum.
I mean, I would be the only people, but I would want somebody else. I think the Pacers are gonna actually make it deep.
Man, these Heat fans, bro, to have the gall to say that they want somebody else when Jason Tatum is better than everybody in the Heat. The
Nope.
gall.
No, bro.
You know Jason Tatum's nasty, K. Come on. That
No, he's
boy.
nasty. But you know who I don't agree with? Jalen
Who?
Brown.
I'll agree. You know what? I'll concede that one. I think he's overrated.
He does deserve that contract.
I think he's
That's crazy
overrated.
to me.
Well, how about this? Before we go, who do you got in the West? Coming out of the second half.
Timberwolves are definitely not going. I like the Clippers. The Clippers. I like the Clippers.
You have to go. Hold on. So you don't think that Yoke is going to be back in the finals?
Nah.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Running it.
That is
Nah.
interesting.
I think this will be way too much. That'll be crazy.
I
Last year was such a perfect team, and like they complemented each other so well.
I think
But
I think the loss of Brown. Nobody really talks about how that lost when he went to the
Mhm.
Pacers. I think that loss, that spark that he brought to the team, I think people are underestimating what the impact that he has. And they look at Christian Braun, they're like, "Oh, he's doing the same thing."
No, it's
Nah,
not.
Brown killed the Heat. Brown killed the Lakers.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Brown allowed spacing for KCP and Michael Porter Jr. They don't have that dude anymore. And
Mhm.
Brown was the ultimate glue guy, to Kevin's point. And they don't have him now. As much as I want to believe in Yoke, I believe in Yoke. I just don't think, to your point, it's the same nucleus that they had the year before. But to answer TK's question, from my expectation of the second half, is that, of course, the New York Knickerbockers are going to be back in the playoffs. We're back. We're 4-0. We got, since that trade, let me put a disclaimer, you damn Heat fans. Jesus, bro. I can even say 4-0 before Miami comes out of nowhere and says, "Oh, no, but we've been
Yeah.
4-0 for these."
Me-
Okay, bro, we get it.
me when we win 2 games in a row. We're
This
on
is a new
we're
feeling
on a
for the
winning streak,
fans.
bro.
Listen, bro. The Knicks are gonna beat my hot take. The Knicks are beating the Heat in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson got fouled. They didn't call it. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, that's the hottest take I've heard. I think ever.
Julius Randle is finally gonna dunk on Bam. I can't wait. The Heat. Listen, the Heat are too concentrated on Boston, bro. You should be concentrating on the New York Knickerbockers. Everybody is. They're the hottest team in basketball right now. We're probably the best team. Hey, Kendrick Perkins said we're the best team in the Eastern Conference. So I got to take that with, whatever he says, I got to take that with me. And then in the Western Conference, Jay, before you go, jokes aside, as much as I want to root for Yoke, I got to agree with Kay. If the Clippers don't get injured, how they that roster they have? By the way, their bench is nasty. Nobody talks about their bench. Their bench is deep. And hot take, outside of your boy Spo, how is Ty Lue not a top 3 coach? How?
He definitely is.
How is he not a top 3 coach? He's a goon. So, barring injuries, I think the Clippers are going to go to the NBA Finals, and that will shock the world because, little fun fact, the Clippers have never made the Western Conference Finals in the history of the franchise.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Jay.
Here's my hot take. I do think the Clippers will make the NBA Finals against Golden State. What I think is going to happen, and I am certain of it, all those bums on Golden State are going to get traded. They're going to get traded.
Any predictions of the bums on the record? Any predictions of the bums you think are going to be gone?
The following bums are guaranteed to be gone. Andrew Wiggins is bum number 1. His bags are already packed, bro.
Correct.
Steph Curry packed those bags himself. Steph Curry is packing Draymond Green's bags tonight. He's crying while doing so. He's very sad he has to do it, but he out. The other one, Moody, might be out too because he's too moody. Kaminga talking all that hot mess. He about to be out too. They about to have a whole LeBron situation in Golden State after this. You're gonna blink, and there's gonna be a whole new team there. It's gonna be devastating. They gonna have Pascal. If you add Pascal Siakam to that team, and you have one more big, devastation, bro.
No.
The Golden State Clippers on that side.
What do you do with Clay?
Somehow, some way, Clay has learned how to play basketball again. Apparently, once we got rid of Draymond Green, Clay Thompson figured out how to drive to the basket again, and he's making less dumb shots. So apparently, he can be rehabilitated. When you consider what
Jesus
will be next year, they'll probably end up giving him a long contract for a lot less money. He'll pout and kick a wall, but he gonna take it. So at the end of the day, he's gonna have a nice team-friendly contract. So Clay's gonna get to stay. So yeah, They'll do something. You'll see.
And
Now,
then in the East, here we go.
All right, so
we all know what's going to happen.
We already know
The
what's going to happen.
same
over
thing
at the
that happens every single year in the East. If you can bet on anything in the East, is that's going to be the Heat Celtics every single season, and this is not
Nope,
going to change.
Not this year.
And I'll tell you why the Knicks don't make it that far. Who is the Knicks coach?
Listen, man, leave Tom Thibodeau alone.
You didn't want to say his name.
Tom Thibodeau.
Exactly. You
Leave him
didn't
alone.
want to say that man's name because you know that man's a terrible coach. You know if you can trust Tom Thibodeau to do anything, it's the exact opposite of what Darvin Ham's doing and running his players into the ground. If you play for Thibodeau, you might die on the court. You don't have to worry about the Heat beating the Knicks. Tom Thibodeau is going to beat the Knicks. I ain't concerned.
Jesus.
So then, when you're looking at the Heat Celtics, you stop and you say, "Oh my God, Porzingis, no!" Like Kev said, unfortunately for them, they also have Jaylen Brown. Put that ball in his left hand, and Jaylen Brown has no idea what to do with it. He can't even pass with his left. As long as he's there, they're doomed. Who's their big? No one even knows. Al Horford, I'm asleep. So then, the only player you got to worry about is Porzingis. Now, how does Porzingis play? If you get Porzingis away from the perimeter, you say, move a little bit closer to the basket. He says, oh no, don't hit me. All that physical play, Porzingis doesn't want any of it. All it's going to take is one Jimmy Butler elbow, and Porzingis is done. Finished. Finito. Heat to the finals again. Now, will they win? I can't tell you that.
And we actually got a backup center.
Oh, I didn't even go into the roster on top of that. This is the best Heat roster you have seen in years. We have rehabilitated Kevin Love, which no one thought was possible. You have Jovic there, who no one thought would be. He mini Jokic. They got the same dang name.
Wait. Jay's being hold on. The professor's being disingenuous. Didn't you mention Thomas Bryant? Didn't you say that he was going to come out of nowhere and be the MVP, defensive player MVP? Didn't you say?
Hey,
listen,
super upgrade from last year.
You were saying, Kev?
Super upgrade from last year.
What?
Correct. Who was our backup center last year? No one even knows.
I honestly don't remember.
So Thomas Bryant is balling. That's what you're saying on the record?
No. First of all, ain't nobody talking about Thomas Bryant right now, except for you.
You brought him up. You brought him up. Where's the video?
I didn't. That was a whole other year of videos ago. Anyways, and then you got Jaquez. And when you're looking at Jaquez and his playing style, Jaquez is a shooting guard, small forward combo. He actually has a back-to-the-basket game, which is something Tyler Hero doesn't have. At the same time, you have Duncan Robinson, who all of a sudden learned how to play defense over the summer and drives to the basket. And you have Tyler Hero's playing style where he draws free throws. You literally have three guards. I said two and had three fingers up. You have three guards that know how to play in three completely different ways to get buckets. There is nothing the Boston Celtics have on that level. I am not worried and I am not concerned.
Heat fans.
I know. So let's go ahead and end it right here, guys. This was our mid-season recap show. Thank you, Kevin, for joining us here and
for having me.
And we can't wait to have you again for another video with us.
Sure.
Till then, everyone, go ahead, like, subscribe, go ahead, leave a comment, tell us what you think about the season so far and what are your expectations. Till then, guys, have a great day.